In this video, we're going to discuss the second type of math problems that typically arise in chemistry and physics. Earlier, we spoke about solving algebraic equations for the unknown variable. Now we're going to focus on converting units, changing from one unit into another unit. This is the second type of problem that we often incur, second type of math problem that we often incur in chemistry and in physics. We're going to place these steps into our notes, and we're going to look at some examples looking at each one of these steps as we work through them. Another name for converting units that you will often hear is called dimensional analysis. Dimensional analysis and converting units mean exactly the same thing. And the first step that we're going to do when we're working on this type of problem is we're simply going to write down the given value with the units. And so I will move this sheet in and out as we work through an example. So the first example that we're going to look at is calculate, or sometimes it would say convert. Calculate or convert 5 years into months. So we're going to change 5 years into months. Now, most of us can probably, off the top of our head, say what the answer is. But I want to use this as an example to show the steps that we're going to take when we are converting units that we're not able to do in our head. Most of the time, we're not going to be able to do that. So I want to show a couple of examples of what it looks like. The first thing we're going to do is write down the given value with the units. The given value in this case is 5 years. So we're going to write down simply 5 years. The given value is 5 with the units. The second step is we're going to create a solution map from the given units to the unknown units. Sometimes this is going to take several steps. Sometimes, in this case, it's only going to take one step. So off to the side, I'm looking for a solution map that allows me to go from years to months. My solution map from years to months is I know that 1 year is equal to 12 months. Sometimes this is going to be multiple conversion factors. Another name for the solution map is conversion factor. This is a conversion factor. It tells me how many of one unit is equal to another unit. We might have down 1 foot equals 12 inches. We might have down 60 seconds equals 1 minute. We might have down, in this case, 1 year is equal to 12 months. We write down the conversion factor. So now, the third step is we're going to create an empty fraction with the number of steps found previously. Well, we only have one step here, so we're going to make an empty fraction. We're going to multiply by an empty fraction. The fourth thing that we're going to do is we're going to insert the conversion factor. Here's our conversion factor from our solution map with the number of steps found previously, our empty fraction. We're going to insert that conversion factor into the empty fraction. But here's the important part. So that the units will cross out during each step. So, because I'm starting with years right here, from my conversion factor, I'm going to match those units and put it on the bottom. What I want you to notice is there's 2 sides to the conversion factor, a left side and a right side. There's also 2 empty spots in the empty fraction. So one side goes to the bottom, one side goes to the top. How do you know which side goes to the bottom and which side goes to the top? It all depends on what units are right here. Whatever units you have right here, you're going to match those units on the bottom. So I'm going to put 1 year on the bottom because the years are the units that match up. That leaves this side to go to the top. 12 months goes to the top. The reason, the whole purpose is so that the units will cross out. So now the units of years cross out with years, and I multiply by the numbers on the top, I divide by the numbers on the bottom, and whatever units I have left stay with it. The 1 on the bottom, we can divide by that, but it won't change it. So it's simply 5 times 12. Why times 12? Because 12 is on the top. 5 times 12 is 60. And the only units I have left are months. And so my answer is 60 months. I understand. Some of you right away, as soon as I said convert 5 years into months, you could have told me 60 months. But most of the time, when doing conversion factors in science, it's not going to be that easy that you can do it in your head, and we need to have a process to be able to do this. This is most likely one of the most important processes that you will learn through chemistry and physics, is how to convert units. I hope this helps as an introduction to converting units.